Well, hello there and welcome to Sister Sister on Citi TV and 97.3 Citi FM. Season's greetings. My name is Jessica, regular hostess for this particular show. It's brought to you by Vodafone and Secure. As usual, we're going to be getting into some relationship messages. People have lots of issues, it seems, and we never seem to run out of things to talk about on this very platform. And so this Christmas, I've got something really nice for you under my sleeves. I'll be telling you about it shortly. We'll go for a quick break. When we return, you get to meet my guests in the studio, and I tell you how you can be a part of this conversation as well. Stay tuned. And you're welcome back, Sister Sister, Citi TV, Citi FM. We're live across sub-Saharan Africa as well, DSTV channel 363. Plus, for those of you on GoTV, just tune in to 182. You'll be able to watch the show every single time. So there are various ways that you can interact with us. Maybe, during the conversation, you'd like to, get your voice heard, or you have a question for us that you'd like to send to the show. You can send an email to jessica@citifmonline.com. You can like our Facebook page. Just search for Sister Sister Live. You'll find our really nice logo as our DP. Like the page, send us a DM. We like that as well. Or you can send a WhatsApp to 054-998-6996. Great. So now that you know how you can interact with us, let me say hello to my guests in the studio. And today I flipped the script. So maybe I should call it Sister Brothers. Yeah, because it's an all-male panel on the show. Let me start from my immediate right, where we have the head of productions here at Citi TV, Philip Kofi Ashon. He's on Sister Sister for the very first time.
It actually feels very good. I've been watching from the sidelines for so long. It feels really, really good to finally be seated here.
I know.
Who normally sits here?
Me, actually.
Oh, good day. It's even better. It's even better.
Yes. I hope you're well, though.
Yes.
Had a good year?
It's been a wonderful year.
Super.
It's been a very blessed year. It's been a tough, December, but it's been a good year. It's been a good year.
That's good
Can't
to know.
complain.
Yeah, that's good to know. And we also have Dr. Kojo Owusu-Ansah. He's a gynecologist, guys, and he's on Sister Sister today. Can I call you Kojo?
Yes.
Good.
First time here as well.
Indeed, but you're a fan of the show, apparently.
Yeah, I used to listen back in the day.
Aha.
Not so often these days.
Yeah, because obviously you're busy doing other stuff. Good to see you, Kojo.
Yeah.
Good to see you. We also have, the head of new media here at Citi FM and Citi TV, Kojo Akoto Boateng, joining us via Zoom. Headmaster, what's up?
Yes. I'm good. I miss you.
Indeed.
I'm not seeing you in a bit.
I know.
Good seeing your face today.
Yeah, you've been on a break. It's not fair. Some of us are still at work and you are home chilling.
This is about my first proper leave since I joined Citi 7 years ago. So
That
I'm
is
really,
true.
really, really enjoying the leave.
That is true. And you deserve it as well. Anyway, so gentlemen, once again, welcome to the Sister Sister table.
Thank you.
I hope that you are ready to give us some sound advice.
Let us try.
Let's go for it. I'll jump right into our first message, and it says, "Dear Jess, I'm a 25-year-old married woman with one child. I got pregnant before we got married. Last year in November, my husband, who was then my boyfriend, introduced a lady to me as his friend. She even told me that she would like to be my friend, and I accepted her friendship. She pretended to like me, even posted our wedding pictures on all her WhatsApp statuses. Little did I know that she was having a secret affair with my husband. I found out about the relationship when my husband's phone got spoiled and he used my phone to chat with her. I confronted my husband and he admitted to it. But guess what? He said he cannot break up with this lady because she hasn't done anything to him. I confronted her and she also told me she's trying to break up with my husband, but he did not agree to it. This lady even told me she's a woman like me and wouldn't be happy if I were in her or if she were in my shoes. Fast forward. This lady is pregnant for my husband. I don't know what to do because I'm confused. I really love my husband and I don't want to lose him to any woman. I don't know what this lady's intention is right now because she still calls and texts me as if nothing has happened, but I'm ignoring her. Nowadays, I can see my husband has changed and has even asked for my forgiveness. Frankly speaking, I don't have anything against my husband, and I love him, and the love for him has never changed. I don't know how to get this other lady out of the picture, though. I need your advice on how to handle this situation. How do I keep my husband and maintain this marriage? And that is our first message for tonight. Philip, I'm coming straight to you. You're the one who's giggling the loudest.
Oh my God.
What are your thoughts?
I mean, there are a number of levels to this. It's great to know that at least she wants to stay in the relationship. That's, for me, is like the very first thing. If she wanted out, that would be a straightforward situation. But it's great that she wants to stay. What it means is there's something about the man that she wants to still hold on to, and there's something about the relationship that she wants. So, I mean, that for me is reassuring enough. The other side is the woman. And obviously the woman is the problem here because she can't seem to get over the fact that the woman is still in a relationship. She's actually pregnant for her husband. My thing is this. She is pregnant for your husband. She's either going to give birth to the baby or you're going to lose it. Whatever it is, she's gotten to that position already. She clearly is on very good terms with you, which is, for me, I think is a great thing. Because I think it gets more complicated when she is not on good terms with you or she's not on speaking terms with you. That tends to be dangerous because anything can happen and she can take any weird actions at any point. At least she's being open and like upfront with you. From what she said, the other lady says that she's trying to break up with the husband. We don't know how true that is, but I just feel that she should hold on to the relationship that she has with her husband, especially since she feels that it is something that she wants to hold on to. It's a marriage that she wants to keep. Clearly something is working. And she says the husband is changing because honestly, I just feel that the husband got into a position where there was something missing and he probably went looking for something. And he's gotten to that point where he feels like his wife is the person that he wants to be with. And so that is probably why she's seeing changes in him. And so my thing is, if the relationship or if the marriage is something that she wants to hold on to, she should go ahead and hold on to it and then try to work something out with her husband. Because whatever you do, the woman is already pregnant. There's nothing you can do about it. You're not going to, even if you divorce him, he's still going to go and be with her anyway. But then he wants to come, he wants to connect with you once again. It's not the most comfortable situation, and I completely understand. But it's just that at least you want the relationship to exist. At least he is trying to make things work out between the two of you. I think a very decent conversation, a very open conversation with him about how you feel and where your relationship is, how fragile the trust is, I'm guessing at this moment, needs to happen. But then if it's a relationship that you want to allow to continue, I think that that's what you need to do. From there, you can determine where you move on from. But like, why did he use his phone to text her? Like, who does that?
Wait, that's your biggest headache?
No,
like why he used
I'm
it?
just thinking, if your phone is messed up for any reason, like why I am? Like, who does that? Who does anyway? But I guess it was divine. It was meant to happen, so it's fine. I'm just surprised. Like of all the things, it was her phone. How?
Like that's your biggest issue?
No.
Okay. Right.
But anyway.
Yeah. Okay, Philip. Kojo in studio. Let me call you Doc, since Kojo Akutubwasing is also out there. What are your thoughts?
Well, I think that there's been a huge betrayal of trust,
Absolutely.
which has led to the woman feeling this way. But then again, she's upset with the fact that the girl is still in the picture, which shouldn't be the thing. She should deal with the person who brought the girl into the picture. That's the husband itself. Because it comes down to how much you respect your own vows that you took. So if maybe something drove him out there to try or experiment or whatever it is. Now that there's a baby in the picture, that woman is not going to go away anytime soon. That's the truth.
Okay.
So she should have a sit down with the man. Because you see, some men are innately polygamous, but probably for societal pressures will look, okay, I'll marry, stick to one, but cannot do that. So have a sit down with the man. What do you want? Okay, I'm your wife. For sure, she also wants to be with the man,
Right.
which is a good thing. So maybe the man wants a variety. That's what he went for. So she have a honest sit down, introspective look with the man and say, what do you want? Tell me what you want. And then find a way to work out. The woman might not leave the picture anytime soon. She might have some compensation and probably move away for the peace of mind for the marriage to continue. But once it's a child, I mean, come on. Going to parent-teacher meetings together, come on. I mean, the next 25 years, they are hooked up in a way. So once the child is born, they should just deal with the fact that maybe have a rival somewhere. And then the man should also probably, if he's truly sorry, make amends. Because the best apology is change behavior, not talk.
Got a point there. All right, Kojako, so let me bring you in. What are your thoughts?
Yes. This is very interesting. So they were dating, and then she got pregnant, and then the husband introduced a friend to her. The friend tried to befriend her. Fast forward, they get married.
Hello, Kojo, can you hear me? It looks like your line is bad. Kojo? Okay, he's frozen. But I mean, I'm trying to come to terms with the fact that you both use the words that she wants to come back, and that's a good thing. Let me flip this. If it was your sister in this situation, would you consider it as a good thing because at least she still wants the marriage? Isn't that craziness?
What is she going to do? Is my question.
Leave.
Yes, it's nice ideally to leave, but then if there's anything I've learned in all these years of me living, the heart wants what the heart wants. She
Even
clearly
if it's
wants.
toxic. So if he was abusing her, she should still stay.
Abuse is different.
Because some women think that if you beat them, you love them.
Physical abuse is different. That's a completely different dimension of the conversation.
Oh, right. But this is not emotional abuse, like your husband cheating on you.
She clearly loves him. I mean, it's one thing if you don't have any affection for the gentleman. It's a completely different thing if you still feel something for him. It can be for whatever reason, but you still have an affection for him. If he is making or trying to make amends, trying to reach out to you to correct whatever mistake that he's done, I think that if you genuinely love him and want to be with him, you should hear him out. Because the thing is, if we are always quick to take one mistake that someone has done and jump on that and make decisions like, I'm leaving, I've had enough, you've cheated on me, bye, we are just going to end up with a lot of people in no relationships at all.
Which is probably for the best.
Probably. But the thing is, you sometimes can't help it. You can't help an emotional connection with someone. And I think that she's in that position where she feels connected with this gentleman for whatever reason it is. If he is making amends, if he's genuinely making amends, I think that she should meet him halfway and try to make the relationship work. It's not a guarantee that he's never going to do this again, but at least you know within you that you are trying to make some relationship work. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, and that's just what life is. But then at least give yourself that chance to make it work. Because truth is, if you leave him and you go and find someone else, what's the possibility that that other person is not going to do the same to you? Like, it's just what it is. At least he's trying to make something work, and you feel something for him. Give him a chance.
All right, Kojo, you're back on the line, I see. Pick up from where you left off.
Yeah. So they were dating. The lady got pregnant. Man introduces another lady, brings another lady into the picture. Other lady tries to befriend her, and then fast forward, they get married. The other lady gets pregnant, and she finds out that they were cheating, and the other lady is pregnant for the man. Now let's think about it critically. Could it be that the man was with this other lady before she got pregnant, and the fact that she got pregnant, the man was forced to marry her? That's one question. Now, if that was the case, then it means that the man obviously was also vested in this other woman and he didn't want the other woman to go. And the same thing may happen because now the other woman is pregnant. So the same way she was pregnant before they got married, he may be compelled to marry the other woman too. Now, she says that the man is now being very nice and begging for forgiveness and all those things. And Philip and Doc can bear with me. Men, we have two extremes. When we do bad things at home, especially married men, there are two extremes that we play on. It's either you decide to be very stubborn and just go all out to be bad. So
that's true.
You've done something wrong at home, like to your wife, and your wife brings it up. There are two extremes that men usually go for. You will mellow, ask for forgiveness, and try to be the good boy so that the thing will pass. Or you will try not to listen to any reason and go about doing whatever you do. It all depends on what you did and how bad it was. Should be very, very careful. I think the time that they have to sit down and she has to ask the man to be truthful to her. If it was that he was dating the other woman and he married her because she got pregnant, the man should let her know. It's a complex mathematical equation of X.
A complex mathematical equation of what?
No, see.
He's frozen again.
Listen, I totally agree with Kojo about the two extremes, but my thing is, what assurance do you have that even when you, and I advocate for the conversation, but I'm saying, what assurances, 100% assurance do you have that when you do have that conversation, he's going to change?
Exactly.
What assurance do you have that if you have that conversation, he's going to stick with you for the rest of his life? You have no assurances.
Right.
It's the same thing with every single relationship. If that is the case, we should never be in a relationship. A lot of relationships are just based on hope and trust and everything else that goes with it. If you don't have it, don't even try jumping into it. All I'm saying is that things have happened.
But you go into relationships feeling like if you're willing to go all the way, your partner should go all the way.
Yeah,
except you realize that you're shortchanged
the
half
whole
of the time.
should hope. It is all hope. Nothing is concrete. You are just hoping that things will work out. You are hoping that he will never change. You are hoping that he won't have an extramarital affair. You are hoping that he won't have 6 kids outside of the marriage. But that is hope. It might be dashed. That is the reality of it. So if you're going to hope along, then just hope for the best and try and have that conversation with him and hope that things work out. Because eventually, it is all hope.
Okay, so Doc, let me come to you.
Yeah.
Does it matter that, for instance, when she first discovered that he was with this woman, she asked, basically he said that he can't break up with her because she's done nothing to him, don't you find that a little disrespectful?
It's a bit of a lame excuse, actually.
Absolutely.
But it depends on how the man was brought up, because it could be that he has no problem with multiple women at the same time. Deeply. He doesn't believe in this single woman concept. Right. Good.
But at least he should have probably had that conversation with the woman.
So if he doesn't believe in that, he's not going to see that as a problem. I'm here with you and that woman encroaches. For me, it's not a problem. I believe in multiples.
Right.
So
it's really up to the woman.
So the woman should have realized, okay, are we on the same wavelength? Exactly. Because maybe he believes in multiples, she believes in exclusive, just the two of us. So if that is the thing, we should have a sit down and talk about it. Because going forward, there might be even a third woman. Possibly.
Exactly.
Question.
If that doesn't,
exactly.
This is not fixed.
Would you encourage your sister to be in such a relationship?
She took her own oath. And then she knows what she saw in the man. Fortunately, if my sister in this position where she still likes the guy, because you marry character and the person. So maybe the person is a generally good guy. He just has terrible habits. Okay. So if I think that she wants a guy, just work on him fixing her. Maybe he needs help to fix the habits. You understand? Because some people can't help it. Maybe I married one. Whenever I go and see another woman and it fits my specs, I go there again. You need some bit of self-control mechanism.
Right.
So obviously, if that's not well developed or it's not working, you will find him straying a few more times. Doesn't make him a bad person. He just had bad habits. Which you have to fix.
And that's what it is.
Wow. It doesn't make him a bad person, he just has bad habits.
Yes.
Kojako, so you're smiling. I guess you agree. Would you advise your sister to stay with such a man? Oh, Kojo. Your network's not helping us today.
From the look of his face, I know what he's going to say.
What was he going to say?
Charlie, I agree with Doc.
Kojo, we couldn't hear you. Your network was... What did you say?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Yes. I want straightforward advise my sister to do such.
Okay. Okay, I think we caught he's not going to advise his sister. You're not. Are you going to advise your sister to stay?
I'm with Doc on this one.
Okay. All right. Well, it's Sister on Citi TV Christmas Day edition. Let me know what you think about the gentleman's thoughts. Like 054-998-6996 is our WhatsApp number. Let us know, and we should be good to go. I mean, I personally would not advise her to stay in that relationship, to be honest. I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like it comes down to your values. There's certain things that you will tolerate. There are others that you don't. So I guess you have to weigh it. And sometimes I feel like love is overrated.
Right.
You're sitting in this relationship, your heart is getting broken by this guy who maybe swore to love you. I don't know what kind of vows you guys took, but suddenly he's brought someone else into the relationship.
But can you explain?
And he's having a baby with her, and he's not even apologetic for it, and he's just stringing you along.
Why you still have such strong feelings for him?
Exactly.
No, I mean, of course not. She's in the position that she's in. But that's why I'm saying that
but humans
sometimes, yes, but you can be in love with the wrong thing, with the wrong person.
Right.
You could be doing like having a really bad habit that's costing you a lot. It doesn't mean that so just accept me as it is. He should be able to work on it.
Well, he should.
He should.
And that's what he's doing.
So let's not encourage him.
But that's what he's doing.
I don't hear you guys
That's what he's doing.
I actually don't hear you guys chastising the guy. And that's what I expected. Maybe I expected too much.
It depends on who the guy is, because I think that if he
does it matter that his wife doesn't want him?
He was wrong for me. He was wrong.
And now he's apologetic.
Totally. He was wrong totally.
She never said he was apologetic. She says he's
changing.
He's changing. But what does that mean?
Changing.
It doesn't even mean that he's apologized.
Well, maybe he's we're assuming, but then we're assuming that he's apologized. So he's at a crossroads where he's realized, okay, maybe I did the wrong thing. I'm being of good behavior.
Which will probably be for just a day.
That's a good start.
A good start.
So maybe get him to, because if you're living somebody to death do us part, honestly, in your 20s you're going to act different, in 30s different, when you're 40s.
I mean, every year people
will change.
Right?
Exactly. So a few slip-ups may happen.
I just hope that when she slips up as well, he'll be more accommodating.
Let's hope so.
When we get to that bridge,
we'll cross it.
We'll cross it.
You better cross it well. Anyway, a couple of your messages. Mansford says, the guy has money. Bum. Don't stress yourself. Accept the other lady. Live happily ever after. After all, it is what it is. Akosia says, my dear, continue to be the good wife. Ignore the lady. Pray to God. Pretend everything is fine, and I bet you God will see you through. Haruna says, what happened to marrying a second wife? If indeed the girl has good character and respects you, Africans take this religion thing too seriously. Jay Lee says, frankly speaking, I don't have anything against my husband. As if cheating on you and impregnating a woman he presented to you as a friend is nothing. Well, dear little sister, continue to do what you have been doing till now, and let's see where it lands you. I like you. Nana Kosia says, honestly, I have nothing to say because, frankly speaking, I don't have anything against my husband means your mind is made up about him. Make sure you don't come back crying because some of us will be busy planning our families. Koi says, Madame, forget and concentrate on the marriage to work. After all, you're not using your money to take care of her. Anyway, is your husband denying you from his responsibilities as a husband? Cindy says, what would he say if you had two husbands? Change roles. I'll be out of there. Don't let the door hit your butt on your way out. Gregory says, the point is your husband likes the other girl too, but is not married to her yet. You are legally married, or you are the legally married one, so just keep your cool and pray. For me, I think men should be allowed to marry more than one if they are capable of taking care of them. And finally, Marcus says, this is the reason why some of us are not getting a lady to marry. Because this stupid man has made it look like all men are the same. Well, your words, not mine. It's Sister on Citi TV. Citi FM will go for a quick commercial break. When we come back, more of your messages. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, Sister on Citi TV and Citi FM. Patrick sends us a message, says, hello, Jessica. My girlfriend called to tell me she wants more of me in bed rather than in a relationship. Her reason is that She likes it when I have sex with her, so is eagerly suggesting that we should forget about the relationship part and be sex partners. I don't know what to do. Kindly advice. Oh, so you're in luck. The brothers are here. I'm sure they've got some advice for you. Doc, you want to handle this first?
Well, I think you should find out what position he is in. Maybe he's not number one to begin with.
Right.
Because it means that she probably has other needs being met elsewhere. And she's trying to redefine what they have. Okay. So maybe I want more time to concentrate on whoever, probably in the shadows in the background. Hard to say. But that's what it is, you know, because for someone to truly be into you, to bring up this, it means that she likes just one part of you. The rest, probably not.
Sankas.
You know, so it's just a girl trying to redefine the relationship, you know. So I think she just read between the lines.
All right, so that's an interesting submission, Doc. Let me come to Kojo Akoto. What do you think?
Well, I think that in this case, the man knows that the woman has been straightforward with the man. All I want from you is to have sex with you. I'm not feeling the relationship, so let's have sex. Usually, people don't get this kind of situation where your partner is 100% honest with you and goes forward with you. So in this case, the question is, what does the man want? Do you want to build a relationship? Do you want to also just have fun? Now, my uncle used to say something which is funny. He used to say that you see, we say that the way to the man's heart is through food, right? And he also used to say that the way to a woman's heart is through TLC and very good sexual relations. So in this case, if he wants to get to keep the woman in a relationship beyond the sex, maybe he should improve his sexual game, right? And rock her in bed and make her enjoy sex the way she wants. And on the side are the other things, because in the previous case, I was trying to put a mathematical equation together. This is also a chemical equation, right? Two reagents, the man, the woman, and then the product is formed. In this case, the reagent and the main thing the woman is bringing into the equation or the chemical reaction is the sex. If the man does it very well, and we add mixtures or catalyst, and the catalyst could be TLC and whatever you add, being respectful, being a great guy, making the woman happy, doing all the things that he should do his research and know what the woman is looking for. So you give her the good sex. You also do the bit that you have to do to make the chemical reaction give you the right products based on your expectation, and you get there really. It's straightforward.
All right, cool. So Phil, it's obvious that this guy wants more than sex. It's obvious, else he wouldn't have written to the show.
It's very clear.
Is that ever going to be possible from where you sit? You think it's...
I mean, at least you're lucky enough she's told you. I think he should be grateful to the gods that he's been told A, B, and C is what I want from you. I mean, it's clear that you want more, but right now, you're not going to get any more. So if you don't mind, give her what she's looking for. And like Kojo said, look, you might think that it's such a bad situation, but it could actually turn out to be a not so bad situation. Like Kojo is saying, look, give her the sex she's looking for. Give her the good, anytime she's with you, give her 110% of your attention, of the sex, of the TLC. Give her everything when she's with you. And leave. Believe me, she probably is not going to get that from anybody else. And that's probably why she's asking for it from you. It will get to a point in her life where she will realize what she's missing.
Right.
It might be too late at that moment, but then if you really want to be with the girl, give her 110% of what she's asking you for. She will, look, if she will get to that point where she knows, Charlie, I'm not going to get it this good anywhere else. And she knows it. She knows it. She knows she's not going to get it this good anywhere else. And that's why she's telling you this is exactly what I want from you. Give it to her. If you honestly want much more, it's fine. It might hurt, it's painful, but give it to her. You might find somebody else and have to move on, which is okay. But give it to her. She will get to that point where she knows that, listen, when I'm with him, I get this and so much more. You never know. She will just.
She might change her mind.
She just might come back.
So just give the woman what she needs.
Just give her what she needs. I mean, I don't even know why he complaining. I don't get it.
All right, sister, Citi TV, Citi FM. Remember, if your comments are welcome, actually, on 054-998-6996. We'll move into our next message. But remember, the show is brought to you by Vodafone and Secure. So Secure is a low-dose daily oral contraceptive pill taken by women to prevent unintended pregnancies, and they've been protecting families for the last 30 years, making sure that they are able to plan accordingly and not slipping up, so to speak. And so I would recommend Secure to all the women out there who are looking to take control of your lives. With Secure, you decide. A message here says, hello Jessica, I'm in a bit of a situation here. I'm in the middle or midlife crisis stage of my life, and after a series of depressive bouts, which I tried to solve with many things, I found a surprising fix. I went for a massage, something that has been my routine for the past 5 years, but either I was mistaken for someone else because it ended up in a hand job and I felt so good. It gave me a new bounce in life and even my sex life at home. My wife is very happy, and I thought I had found the solution. So every quarter, I go for my fix. I've never had sex and don't intend to. I've tried several forms of massage, and I can say they all work for me, especially the sexual release part. Yes, I have never told my wife and don't intend to either. Lately, my wife's friend complained to her about her husband's mood swings too. I think midlife crisis is catching up with him as well. She asked me to help him and counsel him. Honestly, I don't want to complicate my life, especially as he's not my friend per se, and I think my wife will not understand it. But the sanity and peace of mind we both, that is my wife and I, are enjoying, some way somehow comes from these sessions. I never thought I would ever be in such a situation, but life happens. Am I being selfish? Have a great day and keep doing the good work. And that's from Alan. Ooh, massages, sensual massage.
Wow.
Okay.
I wonder where he gets his massages from.
Yeah. Doc, should I come to you?
Yeah.
Talk to me.
So I think that Alan is not being selfish, honestly put. I think that that's a secret fix, which he has a right to keep the way he wants to keep it. Okay. Now the friend's husband also needs help. So basically, maybe even that fix might not work for him. There's no guarantee. So I think that if it's depressing moods, they're saying, you could start by the initial getting maybe a clinical psychologist or psychiatrist to talk to. That may even help. He might not go to the need to the extent of having to have this kind of fix. So yes, he doesn't have to divulge that information.
Right.
He just has to tell him, okay, maybe this is how I started. Maybe the other previous ones that he tried that never really worked. You could start from that side. And maybe some of them will work. You might not have to get to this point.
Right.
So I think.
And if it gets there, then.
Let's carry on.
It might not get there, because if it gets there, things might get chaotic. In terms of the other partners.
Right.
So I think that you should keep it as it is.
Right.
And then get him a formal process to help me talk to him and get to deal with it. Yeah.
Okay. Kojo, so do you agree with Doc?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Doc, and I'd also like to say that the texter said that the partner is also very happy, right? So he's getting massages with happy endings. The wife is also very happy. We don't know what she is getting and what endings she's getting. But how long can you carry on with this? Okay, how long can you go for your quarterly massages and get your happy ending? And whilst you do that, how long can your wife also carry on with whatever she's doing to make her happy? This is a marriage. It's not anything but marriage. So it's a union of two people who have become one. If you need to find happiness, not everything you do together will make you happy. So sometimes you may want to do certain things elsewhere, right? But at this particular point, he's getting a quick fix. He needs to find a permanent fix, and he shouldn't go and advise anybody as to what to do. Because if he's getting the happy endings and the other person goes to get happy endings, how about the other person's wife? If she's not as adventurous as his wife, and I'm assuming that maybe his wife is also getting her fix somewhere. So in this particular case, he needs to sit down and talk to the wife and find a solution to their happiness problem. If you're getting great happy endings, you should start engineering your happy endings at home, whichever way you can do that. And you should also start thinking about your wife and how she's also being made happy, or how she's keeping her joy going. Is she just pretending, or purely she's also getting a solution somewhere? So you're getting happy ending, she's also getting a happy ending, and it will grow, and in the end, they'll start drawing apart. Because this happy ending, if you keep getting it every 3 months, it's like the opioid crisis. You start taking the thing every week. Then Charlie, the thing they be. Then you start taking it every 3 days. The thing they be. Then start taking it every day. The thing they be. You start taking it every second. So you may pull away from your wife and your family. And in that particular case, the distance and whatever it brings about, the vacuum you create, will start creating problems for the two of you. So get your happy ending, all right, but find it at home. Create and engineer it at home. Find a way the two of you can have good copulation, good sexual experiences that will keep your bond as married people stronger. Because happy ending there, Charlie, let me give you an example. When you go to the massage place, some of them charge as high as 800 cedis for a massage. So you are sending 800 cedis to get happy ending every 3 months. 800 cedis, a better punching you, eh? So find your solution at home and spend the money at home. Something okay. Happy ending, okay.
Philip, let me come to you.
Kojo makes the point, because look, the law of diminishing marginal returns will set in at some point.
Yeah.
There's only so much escape you can get. It will get to that point where it will set in. And when it does set in, where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? Where are you going to get that happiness? And if your wife doesn't know exactly what is happening and how you're getting this high of yours, how is she supposed to help you along? Because remember, like I just said, it's a partnership, you know, and if someone else is providing you with something for you to be able to make your relationship work, it will get to that point where, honestly, the other side doesn't seem like a big deal anymore all of a sudden. I mean, this place is giving you the fix that you want, so you probably will end up staying on that side because it's the fix that you want and it gets you in whatever mood. So firstly, don't even try to advise or tell this your friend, you know, about your fix, because they are a different kettle of fish.
Right.
They operate differently from you. And for yourself, have a very decent conversation with your wife and explain to her, like, this is what is happening. Because the problem is deeper than you think. It has nothing, look, I can bet my last penny, it has nothing to do with a hand job. It has nothing to do with a hand job. It is much deeper than that. And I think that he needs to get help in finding what the problem is, because it will resurface in a completely different form at some point. And trust me, a hand job will not be enough at that point.
Right. Wait, so did you say that he should confess to his wife? Like let her in?
He should tell her.
Really?
Yes, I think he should.
Do you agree, Doc?
Going forward there.
Kojo, do you agree? Should he tell his wife?
So for the tell part, I don't agree. I just think that they should have a conversation. They should have a conversation about what they can do together to make themselves happy together. Not that this person will go left, this person will go right and find their happiness.
The wife is happy.
But to go and throw all the details out. Because the moment you tell your wife, you want to know what your wife has also been up to, and then you start uncovering, and if you're not emotionally strong, look, he went for a massage and he ended up getting a happy ending. It meant that he was looking out for something, right? So if you're not emotionally strong and well-grounded, once you get to know what your wife has been doing and she also gets to know what you've been doing, maybe a lot of things may come up. But just tell your wife, look, it's not been working, so let's find a way we can sort ourselves out. And there are so many resources when it comes to having good marital sex. So many resources. It's about you making the move, you making the decision that there's a problem, let's fix it, let's start fixing it, and let's put our shoulders to the wheel. If you do it, if you commit, you can do it.
Look, Jess, I mean, I agree to a certain extent, but look, I have come to understand that in marriages, there are points where you move or almost elevate to a completely different level of connection with your partner. It can be spiritual, it can be financial, it can be physical, it can be whatever. But there are points in every marriage where you almost elevate to a different connection with your partner.
Right.
Sometimes it can be out of a conversation you had, sometimes it can be out of a sexual experience, sometimes it can be out of some traumatic experience that the two of you went through. But there's always a certain point, and sometimes it can happen multiple times, which sends the relation, because I think that people sometimes end up getting married for so long because they connect on so many different levels that it almost becomes, and that's why I think that that's where the concept, I think, of the two becoming one actually makes sense. Because it's almost like the two of you are literally one body and spirit. And I think that you need to connect with the person on a certain level before you can realize that. And sometimes, and he talks about a midlife crisis. He's tried so many different things. You've tried something else and you're keeping it away from her. You will get to another point where you will have to get over something. What are you going to do then? What if he ended up smoking and the smoking became his fix? What, you're not going to tell her?
Right.
I just think that he needs to have that very frank conversation with her and tell her, listen, I got to this point in my life. This was what I was going through. This is what happened. I moved beyond it. I think that we can do A, B, and C to make our relationship better, because at the end of the day, it's about the two of you. Unless he doesn't cherish his marriage that much, but clearly he does.
Okay.
And I think that he should have a very open conversation with his partner and tell her, listen, this is what happened. And I genuinely believe that they will be a better couple for it.
It's Sister Sister on Citi TV and Citi FM. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere. And you're welcome back, Sister Sister on Citi TV and Citi FM, or should I call it Sister Brother, because I've got an all-male panel tonight. I'll go into the last message. We don't have too much time, so we'll go in quick. Says, hi Jess, I have a problem and I'm confused on how to go about it. The problem is I've been dating this guy for about 2 months now. I visited him one day and realized his room was in a mess, so I decided to tidy up the place. Whilst at it, I saw a condom, a stick of weed, as in marijuana, and a lighter as well. The first thing that came into my mind was that he smokes. I want to ask him, but I don't know how to go about it. I need your opinions on this issue because I feel very disappointed in my man.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Philip.
What were you doing there in the first place?
She was cleaning.
What were you doing? Has he told, see, and that's one of the things that I don't understand. You come into a man's life, you see his room in a mess. You don't know the theory behind the mess. You don't have a conversation with him about the mess. You define it as a mess based on your understanding of what a mess is for yourself. And therefore, you proceed to correct the mess. You don't know if it's a mess for him. Whatever you discover is on you. You decided to go and discover what you wanted to discover. He hasn't told you he needs his room cleaned up. You felt that you wanted to clean it up. Did you have a conversation with him? I am guessing not. Oh, I want to be nice to my boyfriend. Then you go and clean up and you find whatever you found. It's fine. He didn't ask you to do it.
So should she ask or not?
My thing is, why did you clean?
No, the cleaning has already been done. So at this
you?
point, what should she do?
See, me, I just... Why did you clean? What a smell. No, but... yes, it's... You should have a conversation with him about it. You should, because it's the start of the relationship. You know, he probably would have told you. No, he wouldn't. But you found out now. You should bring it up. You should have a conversation with him. If he's really into you and he really wants to continue a relationship with you, he will come clean with you. He will tell you what it is. And I think, or I hope, that the two of you have a solid enough relationship for him to feel that he can open up like that to you.
Right.
If he's not that into you, he will make up an excuse and do whatever he wants to do and then find a way to brush it aside.
Right.
But if he's really into you, he will tell you exactly what's going on and be straight and frank with you. But stop cleaning, child.
Should she stop cleaning?
Well, I think she meant to. She had good intentions, wanting to clean up out of the usual caring girlfriend thing. But 2 months it's quite early. It's early days yet.
To be cleaning.
So I think, well, cleaning, no, that's like part of it. But I think that, first of all, how to approach it, that she should have the items. If she does have it, she could sit them down and then provide the items. And look, I saw this. First of all, do they belong to him? Or belong to someone else who uses the room? If you say it wasn't me, then that's a different chapter. But if it's him, then you need to, okay, fine.
Right.
Probably condom 2 months. Maybe you'll use 2 months before I met you. So it's she can't really fuss about that. But the weed, maybe it's going to maybe a much stronger habit.
Right.
That she probably have to sit down and talk to them. Look, maybe I really don't like people. You cannot really command him to stop.
Right.
So like all habits, you're going to help him to maybe even need help to stop it.
Right.
So it just needs to talk to the guy, and then and it depends. As Phil said, it depends on how he feels about you. Because some guys feel, well, I have a problem, but you're not the one to talk about.
Right.
It's 2 months.
So that alone would spark something else. So if he feels that, you should sort of gauge the mood, watch the time, or maybe keep the items and wait for a few more months. See as they get on before you can bring that issue up. Because if it comes up too early, you might say, okay, we're trying to run my life like my mom would do. Okay, I'm out.
Right.
And that's it. So it's dicey. You just approach it cautiously.
Okay. All right, cool. So Phil says, talk about it. So does Doc. Kojo, in 30 seconds, what's your opinion?
Talk about it, ask him questions. Weed is illegal in Ghana. You don't want to be in a relationship with somebody who is keeping illegal stuff. So on that score, talk about it. But don't feel bad for trying to clean, okay? Because look, traditionally we are made to feel that if you're in a relationship, especially if you're a woman, you have to be the woman, you have to clean, you have to do this. And maybe you are somebody who likes your space organized, so you are organizing the space. So don't feel bad. Keep cleaning if that's your thing. But really talk to him about all these things and get to know what it is. If it's a problem that he wants to deal with, if he has a smoking problem and he wants to quit and you can assist, help him. If it's something he wants to do and you disagree and because of that you don't want to go ahead, leave. The condom bit, guys, please, let's know how to store and keep our condoms so that they don't create all these problems, okay? Keep them well, keep them in better places so that people don't chance upon them.
Tell us the better places. Better places like where? Like in your shoes and stuff like that. Anyway, thank you so much, gentlemen. We're out of time, but this has been absolutely amazing. I've totally enjoyed myself. Don't tell the girls. Yes. Don't tell the girls, okay? This has been too much fun. Kojo, thank you so much. Doc, for making time. Phil, as well. And to you for watching us throughout the year. I mean, Christmas. Enjoy yourself. Take care of each other as well. We'll be back on another exciting edition of your favorite talk show, Sister Sister. My name is Jessica. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye for now.